Lamech had reasoned. Also, that generation that was destroyed at the flood was saturated with sin. They were incurable in curables. Uh, and God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Genesis chapter 6 and verse 5. But no one of them broke the Ten Commandments, because there were no Ten Commandments then, but they were judged because they were sinners. And friend, that answers the question about the heathen being lost who haven't heard the gospel. The answer is that all men belong to the lost race. It may be difficult for you and me to accept that fact, but you and I have been born into a lost race. We're not a lovely people. We are not the product of evolution, up onward and upward forever with everything getting better. You and I belong to the lost race, and we need to be redeemed. Even the very thought life of man is alienated from God. Somebody may say, I think God is obligated to save all of us. No, he is not. Suppose that you could go down to an old marshy lake covered with scum where there are hundreds of turtles. And you take a turtle out of there and you teach this turtle to fly. Then that turtle goes back to the lake and says to the other turtles, wouldn't you like to learn to fly? I think they'd laugh at the turtle. They'd say, no, we think we like it down here. We don't want to learn to fly. And that is the condition of lost mankind today. Looks like the Don Reese underlined this next sentence. People, oh no, I underlined it, I'm sorry. People don't want to be saved. People don't want to be saved. People are lost, alienated from God. Now, that's a great truth that does not soak into our minds easily because we have that lost nature. We just love to think that we're wonderful people, but we are not, my friend. Verse 14, nevertheless, death reigned from Adam to Moses, even over them that had not sinned after the similitude of Adam's transgression, who in the figure of him that was to come. Paul is personifying death. He speaks of the fact that death reigned like a king from Adam to Moses. Although he had not broken the Ten Commandments because they hadn't yet been given, man was yet a sinner. The word death is used in a threefold way in Scripture. There is what is known as a physical death. That refers only to the body and it means separation of the spirit from the body. This death comes to man because of Adam's sin. Also, there is spiritual death, which is separation from and rebellion against God. And we inherit this nature from Adam by the way. We are alienated from God and we are dead in trespasses and sins. See Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 1. That is the picture that the scriptures presents. Then there is eternal death. That is the third death that the scriptures speak of, and it is eternal separation from God. And unless a man is redeemed, eternal death inevitably follows. See Revelations chapter 21 and verse 8. Adam is here definitely declared to be a type of Christ, who is a figure, or he is a type of him who was to come. That is, Adam is a type